Good evening, y'all, man. Keys Boxing Gym Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in this beautiful evening, man. Glad to be here. It's very hot outside in this Midwest in the 90s, but we deal with it, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to, dig into something. I know I got a video coming maybe later tomorrow talking about Tiafimo and Romero. But we're about to get into Andy Ruiz, man, making his return. He just signed with Matchroom. Man, long time coming. I'm a fan of Andy Ruiz. I'm not going to say I'm a hardcore fan of Andy Ruiz, but I'm happy to see him back into the mix because now he's with Matchroom. So I think he's going to be fighting regularly now. He scored one of the biggest upsets in history when Anthony Joshua came here to the States, Madison Square Garden, upsetted him. It was his U.S. debut. Anthony Joshua was the next big thing in the heavyweight division, the next big thing, and making money, all of that. And Andy Ruiz stopped all of that, man. He stopped all of that. He stopped all of that with his hand speed and stuff like that. And Anthony Joshua, he made Anthony Joshua switch his style up to be more cautious in fights now because of that knockout. He signed with Eddie Hearn. His first match is in September. This is his first match in 2 years. His fourth match overall this decade, because after his loss to Anthony Joshua, he went away for a long time, about a year and a half. Then he came back and fought Chris Arreola on pay-per-view, which I don't understand why it was on pay-per-view. Sometimes I do understand why it's on pay-per-view because PBC for this past decade has been struggling very minorly with finances and stuff like that. But nevertheless, he came back for Luis Ortiz, then had to draw with Gerald Miller, which he didn't deserve. I thought Gerald Miller won that fight. But he has a chance to redeem himself. And what I'm saying is, can he come back? Can he be champion? I could say he can. The way that the heavyweight division is looking right now, he can definitely be champion again. Right now, we have Usyk, who's the Ring Magazine champion, so we're going to X him out because he's on his final fight coming this year, maybe. We have Ajit Kabiel, who just got elevated to the WBC full champion after he was an interim champion. His last bout was against somebody that Andy Ruiz is fighting in September, against Damian Cambra, I think his name is. We have Daniel Dubois. And then we have Merrick Gassiev, who I made a video on yesterday. I say that Andy Ruiz, he has a puncher's chance to be heavyweight champion again and upset the odds because all of these fighters like to come forward. And that's what Andy Ruiz loves. He doesn't want you to be sticking and moving. He likes to come forward. The question is, what does Andy Ruiz have left in the tank? Is his chin going to hold up the same way it did when he was fighting Anthony Joshua, taking those big bombs in the ring and he was still coming forward? We don't know. When he fought Chris Arreola, I think that he got dropped twice. Maybe once. I know it was once for sure, And then against Gerald Miller, it was a lackluster performance. Maybe this, him fighting regularly now because, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, they make sure their fighters fight regularly. Maybe that would give him the confidence. Maybe they'd give him the, the discipline to get back in this ring. Because to me, the heavyweight division is wide open. Like I said, Ajit Kabiel, he does nothing but come forward. Do I think he can beat Ajit Kabiel? I don't think so. But he definitely has a puncher's chance. Ajit Kabiel has been down before. He's been down against Zhang. Daniel Dubois has been down multiple times. And we know he likes to leave himself open. So if that was the, if he was to get past, Damian, Kenya, whatever his name is, the Polish guy, some fights out there. Merrick Gassiev, I just made a video about him yesterday, about him not translating that good into a elite heavyweight. I would say even he's probably a good heavyweight, but I don't know how long he's going to keep that title. Depending on what Andy Ruiz can do in September, get him in with a couple more fights or whatever, because I know all of these fighters, all of them fight on DAZN. So these fights shouldn't be that hard to make. I would definitely like to see, of course I'm rooting for the new champions, but I hate seeing a fighter like Andy Ruiz, like the Keith Thurmans, waste all these years away in the ring due to inactivity and stuff like that because of promotional contracts and injuries and stuff like that. But I definitely like seeing Andy Ruiz fight. I'm a big fan of him. He has the power, like I said, the punch chance, and he has the speed to hurt these fighters, hurt them, and then continue to finish them because he has that speed when he throws those flurries. So, man, I'm excited about this, man. Let me know what you guys think. He's coming back September 6th or the 9th, I think, in his Matchroom debut, man. Like and subscribe, and I will holler at you guys another time.